Welcome to the Explainers. So today we're setting the stage for what honestly feels like a cinematic masterpiece. This is a story literally decades in the making. We're looking at three undisputed, absolute legends of the beautiful game: Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Neymar Jr. We're calling this the final chapter, their 2026 last dance. We're talking about three global icons stepping into the stadium lights for one final historic tournament in North America. The 2026 FIFA World Cup isn't just another competition for us. It's the grand finale of an era that completely defined a generation in football history.
To really wrap our heads around the gravity of this moment, APT Sports actually put it perfectly. They said, these three players were the reason we fell in love with football in the first place. Hit the nail on the head, right? The crucial takeaway here is that for an entire generation of fans, these guys aren't just athletes. They're basically the architects of our footballing dreams. For those of us who grew up watching them, they're the reason we stayed up through the night, bleary-eyed from late evenings until the early hours of the morning, just hoping to catch one moment of pure magic. This 2026 tournament, it represents the closing of a monumental era that redefined what's even possible on a pitch.
Their shared journey has been building up to this for well over a decade. Let's think back to 2014. That was when this holy trinity united on the World Cup stage down in Brazil. It was the very first time Messi, Ronaldo, and a young 22-year-old Neymar all competed together on the sport's biggest platform. Then, fast forward to 2022, and we get that emotional peak. Messi's absolutely unbelievable triumph in Qatar, a completely defining moment for his career. And now? Well, now we reach 2026, the final chapter in North America. This timeline isn't just a list of years. It's practically a map showing exactly how these three have absolutely dominated the global football narrative for over 10 years.
All right, let's get into Section 1, Cristiano Ronaldo defying time.
Get this, at 41 years old, Ronaldo achieved the impossible. He became the first man ever to score in 6 different World Cup editions. Just pause and think about the sheer physical dominance and the insane consistency required to maintain world-class form across 6 separate World Cup cycles. That spans 20 whole years, starting all the way back in Germany in 2006. His complete refusal to slow down is, it's just awe-inspiring.
And he didn't just score. He made history again by netting a brace in Portugal's resounding 5-0 victory against Uzbekistan in 2026. Ronaldo pushed his overall World Cup goal tally to 10. So what does that mean? It means he finally surpassed the late, incredibly legendary Eusebio, who had 9. So Ronaldo is now Portugal's all-time leading scorer in World Cup history. Absolutely massive.
Now, to really understand how he is still doing this at 41, we have to look at the broader picture of his career milestones. We're talking 976 senior career goals, 146 international goals, 5 Ballon d'Ors, 35 senior trophies. This kind of longevity? It is definitely no accident. It's the result of just relentless, unmatched dedication. It is exactly why he can still put up crazy numbers, like 28 goals and 30 appearances for Al Nassr this season. His physical conditioning remains totally remarkable, proving for sure that he's still a decisive figure on the global stage.
Moving right along to Section 2, Lionel Messi, completing football.
So after the massive, incredible emotional payoff of finally lifting the trophy in 2022, the pressure was pretty much off Messi, right? But his wizardry remained ever present heading into the 2026 tournament. He has always perfectly balanced absolute dominance in club football. We're looking at an unmatched 8 Ballon d'Ors, an unbelievable 418 official recorded assists, and up to 48 career trophies, with this unparalleled longevity on the international stage. Boasting 21 World Cup goals and a record-breaking 34 World Cup match appearances, it's just staggering.
And his specific 2026 magic is honestly mesmerizing. He now holds the Guinness record for most World Cup tournaments played, tying Ronaldo at 6. He boasts 27 matches as captain, yet another record. He's actually the first player ever to provide an assist in 6 different World Cups. Oh, and he secured 7 career knockout goals, adding to that exact tally in 2026 with some crucial strikes against Cabo Verde and Egypt. It just proves he still delivers when the stakes are at their absolute highest.
And speaking of defying time, Messi has his own age-defying number to talk about, 39. At 39 years and 13 days old, he became the oldest player to score and assist in a single World Cup match during that clash against Egypt. But wait, it somehow gets even better than that. Just before his 39th birthday, at 38 years and 357 days to be exact, he netted an incredible hat-trick against Algeria,
That makes him the only player to score in his teens, his 20s, and his 30s at the World Cup. He is literally continuing to drop masterclasses on the brink of turning 40.
Ultimately, Messi's 2026 journey culminated in the World Cup final itself. Now, while it ended in a hard-fought 1-0 runner-up finish against Spain, meaning he didn't lift the trophy a second time, this final provided a monumental, super emotional capstone to an unparalleled World Cup career. I mean, it marked his third appearance in a World Cup final. Incredible stuff.
All right, Section 3. Neymar Jr. Pure joy.
Now, despite a career constantly, and I mean constantly battling injuries, Neymar brings this irreplaceable street football flair to the pitch. His direct impact on the World Cup stage is just undeniable. He's got 11 goal contributions, 8 goals and 3 assists across just 13 matches. To put that into perspective, that tally of 8 goals puts him right alongside absolute Brazilian legends like Rivaldo. When he is healthy, he brings a devastating attacking edge and something literally no one else in world football can replicate: pure, unadulterated joy.
To truly appreciate Neymar's World Cup legacy, we really have to look at the tragic, yet brilliant, arc of his tournaments. It all started with his 2014 breakthrough on home soil. He scored 4 goals before that horrific, tournament-ending injury. Then came leading the line in Russia in 2018, and then the sheer agony in Qatar 2022. Remember, he scored that brilliant extra-time goal against Croatia to tie Pele's national record at the time, only to suffer a truly heartbreaking penalty shootout loss. It has been a real roller coaster of extreme highs and devastating lows.
Which brings us perfectly to 2026. Neymar brings the unmistakable magic of improvisation to Carlo Ancelotti's squad. Even at 34, and yeah, still battling those lingering injury issues, his inclusion is absolutely vital. That unique improvisation, that specific street football magic, it is something Carlo Ancelotti knows can unlock any defense in the world in a split second, a real game changer.
And finally, Section 4. The 2026 Last Dance, a cinematic farewell.
You know, watching these 3 icons close a chapter that basically defined modern football brings us to a really fascinating contrast. On one hand, you can look at the thousands of combined career goals and shattered records. The 976 goals for Ronaldo, the 48 trophies for Messi, Neymar's incredible contribution rates. But honestly, what truly matters are the endless memories that inspired millions to dream. These stats are absolutely remarkable, for sure, but those shared memories and their shared stage one last time in North America, that is the true legacy they leave behind.
Just picture the scene for a second. The 3 of them, stepping out of the dark tunnel into the warm golden sunlight, greeted by the deafening roar of 80,000 fans, golden confetti raining down. Whether they exit early or go all the way to the final whistle, millions tuned in just to witness the final pages of the absolute greatest era in modern football.
So, as these legends fade into history, it leaves us asking one huge question. Will we ever see an era like this again? 3 players pushing each other to impossible heights, completely redefining the record books and capturing the hearts of the entire globe, all at exactly the same time. I'll leave you to ponder that one. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope it gave you a deeper appreciation for the incredible legacy of Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar.